You're watching Fox 8 News.
641, welcome back. Doctors at the Tulane Medical Center are the first in Louisiana to use the world's smallest microscope. And Dr. Virendra Joshi joins me this morning to tell us why it's such a big help in detecting diseases like colon cancer. Doctor, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you. For
Early detection is the key.
Yes.
A small microscope has got to help you do that.
Yes, and I think especially if you want to target the suspicious area. Colon is a large area to, look for cancer in, and we've had problems with getting biopsies from this area in such large area. It's a huge area. So by targeting biopsies and looking at suspicious area using this microscope, we will make, I think, in my opinion, impact in patient care.
I think we have some video, Doctor. Tell me how the microscope works. Does it go in with the regular colonoscopy, or do you bring it in if you see something suspicious?
Yes, it's always available in our lab, and whenever we see a suspicious area during the procedure, we pass this microscope, which it's a long, almost 2 meter long probe, which we pass through the endoscope and scan the surface for pre-cancer and differentiating between cancer and pre-cancer. Is
this only available at the Tulane Medical Center?
Yes, in this city, this is the only, our institution is the only one which has it. In fact, in the entire Southeast United States, we are the pioneers in this use of this technology to detect early cancer.
And are doctors at the medical center using it for every patient, or do you use it only for patients that fit a certain profile?
Yes, correct. That's a good question. We selectively use it as we go. Either we do an upper endoscopy, we see a suspicious area, we think this may be suspicious for cancer. We can actually put the microscope there. If we find this is highly suspicious for cancer, we can actually right away treat it simultaneously without spending and waiting for a biopsy to come back, which may take up to a week to come back.
And Doctor, generally speaking, I know this is a matter that's under litigation, but just generally, what are the sterilization standards for a device like this? Because I've had 2 colonoscopies, and I've just been curious about that.
Right. Well, we have a very tight mechanism where we make sure that these endoscopes are processed well, and most institutions have that, particularly infection control. JCO mandates it that it has to be very tight, and I think there is no reason to be nervous about getting colonoscopies, and there's rarely a breach in these standards. We at Tulane maintain these standards, very high standards of infection control.
Now, with this microscope, might you see something that you could correct immediately, or would you have to take the information drawn from the microscope back to the lab to assess whether or not further treatment is needed, or does it just depend on what you see?
Correct. We do collect the information and we keep it it's stored in the processor, and we can go back if we are not sure whether we need to treat this disease. We go back and review the information subsequently after the end of the procedure, and then decide we may have to bring the patient back again to treat the lesion.
State of the art, available at Tulane now. Do you think we're going to see this widespread fairly soon?
Well, I think this is a technology which is already available now. It's spreading both in U.S. and Europe, and about 50 centers in this country have it. So I think it's going to be going into in the private world sooner or later.
Congratulations on this innovation. Dr. Joshi, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for inviting me.